What is up, gamers? This is Enigma Owls here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Daedric type of Argonian. You know, you're going to go from this Hermit the Frog, Muppet Show kind of look-alike thing to a Daedric Argonian. So the first thing we want to do is we obviously want to choose the Argonian class. It's going to be the Ebonheart Pact, Argonian race, whichever class you prefer. Gender, male or female. We're working with the male. At a different time I'll try to make one for the females. I haven't really delved into the female Argonians yet, see what type of stuff they actually have. But we're going to go with a muscular look, big and strong. But Daedric needs to be big and strong. You know, this is the Daedric beast comes from the Oblivion area. Make him tall, intimidating. Let's take off some of that gear. I'm gonna make the skin color nice and dark. Now this one is black. Closer to brownish, I guess. I'm gonna go this nice darkish blue, which is if you've ever been into the Mullick Balls area, everything looks blue. It goes with it. Body markings. This is the one we want. This is the closest one to Daedra. This is the one we're going to be working with. Torso size, nice and big chest, normal gut, normal waist, big arms, big hands, big legs, big feet. We're trying to make them like not a normal Argonian. Like this thing walks the street, you're going to notice it. Alright, this is pretty important here, because you can go from this heroic look, which kind of makes him look dumb if you look at it. Kind of looks a little bit primitive, soft, makes him look like a Geico commercial. So we can go all the way angular, but it doesn't really work. It just kind of looks frail and thin and dehydrated. So we're going to go a little bit with angular, mostly angular, but a little bit slightly heroic. So if you look at the eyes closely, there's a point where the eyes start getting, the pupil of the eye starts getting bigger. You want to make that, see right there, if you go up, it goes, the pupil turns a little bit bigger and black. You want to go down, and it turns into a little line. That little line is the one we're looking for. That's the beastie type of eye. The type of eye that looks like a beast. Alright, so let's go into age. If you make them older, it's going to make them look lighter. You could go with that. It doesn't really look all that well in my opinion. Adornment. Now, out of all the adornments, this is the one that really complements the face mostly. And it makes him look more like a Daedra than any of the other ones. You could choose a different one, but this one is the one that works the best, in my opinion. Hairstyle. I tried going with the Mullick Ball hairstyle, this one, but it's just the top of the head. There's just so much room over there you can work with, and it's just not being used. Versus the back, which you don't really see all that much, unless you're looking at it from the back. So the one I prefer to go with, or that looks the best in my opinion, is this one here. This one looks a lot more like a Daedra. Hair color, preference again, but black really works well. Especially since you'll be able to tell a difference between the black horns and the nice kind of bluish, darkish blue skin color. Head markings. You can choose head markings. It's up to you. Some of them do work, like these red markings, like this one or this one. They really stand out too. Or this one right here. But I prefer to just go with no head markings at all. Forehead slope. You don't want to give too much slope. Then it'll hide the horns in the head, on the front of the head. You just want to give them, basically just leave it in the middle. right there. Because if you give too much, it'll hide the horns, like the entrance of the horn. If you give too little, it just shows off way too much and it gives him less forehead, which less forehead doesn't look as strong or heroic as much anymore. Cheekbone size. You want to make these cheekbones small. If you make them big, it'll look like he has mouths on the side of his face. You do not want that. So you want to make them small. You want to make the cheekbone high. The jaw, make it big. Chin height. That height is actually good right there, right in the middle. Chin size, that chin size is good too. Neck size, you want that neck size to complement that jaw size. That's what's gonna really give it that intimidating look. And so far, I mean, we have had a drastic change from what we started out with. Voice is preference. So you want to go with something intimidating. That just sounds weird. That sounds pretty evil, actually, right there. Somebody laughing at me like that, I get pissed off. It doesn't sound like he's laughing out of joy. It sounds like he's enjoying some sort of torturing that he's doing. So that was a pretty good voice set right there. Now the eye color, also preference. The ones that look the best are the ones that look kind of like orangey, orange, yellowish, but the red one is the one that stands out the most. Because from a distance, the red one is the one, you'll be able to see that from a distance regardless. Because of the red, you want to go with that red. And Daedric or Daedrots, I've seen them with red eyes as well. Actually, the Dremora come with red eyes. Eye size. Don't want to make the eyes too big. You want to make them small, actually, all the way small. More intimidating. Eye angle, you want to give him that angle. Makes him look like he's pissed off all the time. Separation, leave it right there in the middle. Looks good just like that. Eye height, you want to make the eye high as possible, as close to the eyebrow as possible. Makes him look like he's pissed all the time. The eye squint, I want to give him a little squint, not too much. You could also put no squint. It's up to you. I think, or less. Makes the eye look bigger. So that way you don't hide, that detail's not being hidden as much. But normally, whenever you see something intimidating, or dragons, you ever look at a dragon, they don't have big eyes, they have really tiny, small eyes. And they're supposed to see very well too. If you ever seen dragon movies, you see like really far distances, eye separation. You know, we're gonna bring those eyes a little bit closer, just a tiny bit, right there by the S. Okay. Eyebrow height, make that low, closer to the eyes. The skew, leave that right there in the middle. The skew just really makes one eyebrow higher than the other. I don't know, that doesn't look, I wouldn't mess with that. Eyebrow depth. Leave it right there in the middle. You could give more eyebrow, but then it just looks weird because it makes it more outwards, more inwards. We're gonna go with the inwards. So we're gonna eyebrow this. We're gonna as least depth as much as possible. That way, it makes the face. It gives more complement to the horns. It makes the horns look more visible. The eyebrow is hiding the horn less. Nose shape. This is pretty important here. We're going to get to the nose. So we're into the nose. We're going to go all the way to the right, because he's going to make that. This is what's going to give him the extension of the jaw. Makes him look like he has an actual beast jaw, not a really small face, cramped up. Nose height. Make it all the way to the left. Nose width. I don't know. We want that angular type of look. And give him a little bit less over here, right before the end. That's the spot we want. Nose length. The longer, the better. Mouth height. Yeah, we want that mouth height to be higher because we made the nose bigger. So we want to make that mouth height all the way. Mouth curve, a little bit less. Like there. Right by the O. Right in between the M and the O of mouth. Because he's not going to be a happy camper. Just came out of oblivion. Man, prison in hell. Lip fullness. Let's see. We're gonna go with all the way to the left, lip fullness. That way he doesn't have much lip. That way, it's just with this look here, it's gonna make it seem like he's hiding teeth right under those lips. And that pretty much covers it all. Give him some gear. Look at that. This is just basic armor too. It looks intimidating. Like if you didn't have the helmet, it'd probably look a lot better. Even with just regular clothing, he just looks intimidating all the way. So there you have it. This is how we can make a Daedric Argonian, a Daedroth looking Argonian, Oblivion type of Argonian. Looks awesome, makes you want to play him more, makes you want to beat the crap out of people more because you feel like you're more of a badass. Either way, I hope you guys enjoy it, and thank you very much for watching the video. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, or share, and really appreciate the support that you guys give. Thank you.